Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Damn it, I knew I needed to get to Europe. Why? Too late now. Paris's first nude restaurant's going to close.
Would you really go to a nude restaurant?
Well, you wouldn't see anything anyway, because I got the gut issue. So it doesn't matter.
Well, dude, how bad? Your gut is not that bad, unless your wiener's that small. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Just everything drags on the ground because you're old.
Yeah. Well, how's your gut going to go over your dong?
Well, in my perspective, I can't see anything.
Well, the rest of us, unfortunately, will.
Well, yeah, what are you going to do?
And I'm short, so I see everything.
That's true. Vicky's at the perfect level for everybody.
So there's a restaurant in Paris?
Au Natural, where they've been open for about pretty much a year or so. That's about it. And they're closing next month. And a nude restaurant, you're probably wondering, like, how does this work?
Okay. Yeah.
So they've got servers who remain dressed. So they're dressed.
They're probably the most attractive ones. That would be the selling point. Like, think about, like, the servers at Joey Restaurant.
Yeah.
And I'm sure other places. Twin Peaks.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be great?
That would be great if, in fact, those decided to become nude restaurants. I agree with you.
There's like the steakhouse in Portland, I hear, that where some of the servers.
Well, that's the key.
Forget to wear clothes.
I don't know why the French don't understand that. We want our servers naked, not the patrons.
Wait, right. Steve. Wait. I'm not going to gloss over this. Did you just call the Acropolis a steakhouse?
It is a steakhouse.
I don't know what you're talking about, Rav. I don't know the name of the place. I just know there's a steakhouse where I guess some guy who's a butcher has a steakhouse right attached to where he has the butcher shop or whatever. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with this place.
Oh, you don't know much
but
about
I hear from time to time the people that work there forget to put on their clothes, and they have like these poles that keep the ceiling from coming down.
Those are support beams.
Right, that's what they are. They're shiny support beams, and sometimes these girls trip and they have to grab that and they swing around it a few times.
Yeah, the centrifugal force is amazing. They could have really hurt themselves if not those poles.
And the customers are so generous that they'll just throw dollars at them when that happens.
Well, they almost got hurt.
Right.
Yeah, so you got to, you got to
help out the local economy any way you can.
So I don't know if it's that strip club called the Acropolis that you speak of.
Yeah. I mean, these are just absent-minded, servers that forget their clothes and are very clumsy and almost get hurt.
And there's also a vegan place I hear as well.
Oh, a vegan place.
Right next door.
Yes. That's what I hear.
You know what? I mean, that's where you go, okay, Portlandia. You know what? You do keep it weird.
Yeah. I hear it's very popular.
Well, you know what? I would love to go there just because it's like a vegan strip club, just to say you were there.
I didn't say it was a strip club, BJ. I don't know what you're talking about. They have the same problem with the ceiling and the shiny beams.
A vegan accidental clumsy waiter server thing, yeah.
But this is in Paris.
This is in Paris. It's called Au Naturel. And, the servers are dressed, but the diners, they enter the restaurant, they go into a changing area where they leave their clothes and their mobiles or cell phones, and that way no one feels like anybody can have pictures taken of them.
Well, that's the problem. Who wants to go to a restaurant where you can't take a picture of your food and put it on Instagram?
I hadn't thought about that.
That's the problem. It's not a bunch of weird naked people that are eating near you.
Yeah, that's probably why it failed, because they did this because I guess Paris is like one of the top spots for nudists.
Okay.
So they feel like, wow, so many nudists come here. It's so nudist friendly. We should open up a nudist restaurant.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was one of those like Benihana type restaurants? And the chef standing there with all the sharp stuff, just flopping his... No?
Yeah, no. You're like, okay, is that shrimp or something else? What did I get here?
What kind of food do you serve at a place like that? I'm assuming not like pulled pork would be funny.
Yeah, pulled pork is exactly what you serve.
And tacos.
There. Yeah, pulled pork and tacos.
French food.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Danny.
You're welcome.
At a French restaurant, they're going to serve French food.
Maybe French fries, too.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was just hoping sausage.
Maybe French onion soup.
Yeah. You think French onion soup at a French restaurant? No.
Why not?
Well, why not?
I was thinking maybe steak strips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Or like a roast beef sandwich, raw roast beef sandwich.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, the food I heard was actually really good, but again, who wants to be naked? See, for me, it's you're just like, I don't know, man.
The one thing I'd be worried about is like if you get the hot soup and suddenly you accidentally dribble a little bit on yourself.
Oh yeah,
get burns.
Yeah,
that's a good point. I mean, or if you're like, I wouldn't go to this place with my dad, but if I was there, my dad has an issue when he eats like pasta, he gets all the sauce all over his shirt.
Yeah, so you don't need to see that. On every level, you just don't need to see that.
Did they consult anyone when they came up with this idea? I can't imagine that a single person, other than the person taking their money for the building, would tell them this is a good idea.
Yeah, look, I don't know. I don't know how nudist friendly it is. But again, there's, people do go.
Yeah, Vicky's showing me pictures of it. This is really awkward.
Yeah.
Like, imagine when you have to get up and go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And, sometimes you got to kind of like squeeze by people.
Yeah.
Like, sir, did you just tap me on the shoulder?
No.
Not with my hands.
Not with my hands, I didn't, sir.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, that's just, I don't. And yet I have friends that are nudists, and I know they do a lot of activities, and I'm sure they eat while they're nude, but I don't know, just going to a restaurant, I don't know, man.
It's weird because sometimes I feel like it's a hypocritical life I live, because I would not feel comfortable probably going to like a nudist colony, but I have no problem being in a locker room with my hockey buddies completely naked. And just hanging out for, an hour, just crushing beers, talking.
So would you go to a nude bar? Because you're basically at a bar when you're in the locker room because you're drinking and you're naked.
No, you're absolutely right, but I don't think I could do that.
Wow.
What if unless there's like a shower that's right next to it.
So it's a shower bar.
They call it the locker room.
Yeah. If they called it the locker room with a shower bar, that's okay.
Would they have issues with the ceiling and these shiny beams with these nice servers to help us?
I don't see why. People can get hurt.
That would be very awkward. A nudist strip club. Imagine a nudist strip club. How weird that would be.
Well, I've been to. It's so interesting because, that would be weird because you'd be seeing beautiful sights and then you'd look over and then you'd see me. And
then you'd see that 90-year-old man that usually would hide everything with his weird meshy shorts. And now he doesn't have those weird meshy shorts.
Well, if you're sitting down eating dinner, you could always just put the napkin over your lap. Do us all a favor and put the napkin on your lap, BJ.
All right, no problem.
Or around your ankles, whatever you got going on.
Yeah, probably around the ankles is better.
Yep, someone just said put a napkin over your junk. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
It's like a little tent.
Yeah. That is the problem. It can become like a little teepee, depending upon, how the servers are. It is so bizarre that the servers are coming over. And then do you think there's that guy that wants to show the server if there's an attractive woman server is like, hey, I don't know if you know what you're missing over here.
And how many times do you have to hear that for a server? I bet how many times in a night do you have to hear the stupid tip joke?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, geez. No money, but I have a tip for you.
They have fancy food at this place. They have a roasted snail with garlic cream and mashed parsley and dried duck margret chips.
Oh, that's totally French.
Duck foie
Watch your mouth. We're doing a radio, so you can't curse.
There's a lot of foie gras going on over there, apparently.
Scallops and lamb chops.
What about oysters?
Yeah.
Would you want like an aphrodisiac when you're naked?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if you're, because some of those folks were young, is it okay if all of a sudden, you're bringing more sausage than they offer on the menu? Is that, that's embarrassing. Just remember when we used to have to go up to, in school and have to go to the chalkboard and, I don't know, maybe the girl in front of us was attractive.
When a point in the restaurant are you going to have to get up and like do a presentation in front of everybody?
Well, like you said, you got to go to the bathroom sometime. Yeah. Or what if you got to flag the waiter down? How do you flag him down? You start doing the helicopter dance? Hey, waiter.
I think that'd be the only time I'd accept people snapping at me.
Yeah, the helicopter dance.
Instead of the helicopter dance.
Sometimes at weddings they want the couple to kiss and they bang the glass.
Yeah.
What do you do with that?
Oh, you can. Yeah, you don't need a spoon at that point.
See, this is why this restaurant didn't do well.
Because they didn't use our ideas?
Yes.
That's what it is, yeah.
No, because it's a stupid idea. Nobody wants to be naked eating.
I can't
Does
argue
anybody
with you.
eat naked ever?
No.
People eat in their underwear.
Yeah.
But that's different.
When
I wake up in the morning, yeah.
I still get my pajama pants on before I'm going to eat breakfast.
Oh, look at you. You know what? You care about people.
I've tried to cook half naked, from the waist up naked, and that never works out.
When he gets bacon?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
shirtless cooking. Yeah, that's always a great idea.
Yeah, burn the boobies, and I was done with that.
When a man says it's like burn the boobies, all I think of is Fight Club.
Oh, yeah.
And meatloaf.
Burn the meatloaf, bitch boobs.
Yeah, the bitch bees. Hey, you know what? The reason Steve thinks this is a dumb idea, he thinks anything's a dumb idea because he's right now he's got a one-track mind because perhaps maybe something really awesome is happening for Steve. Perhaps maybe the NHL All-Star Game is coming to Seattle. Oh, yeah. Steve's a happy boy. He'll tell you all about this at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well, he's no Pulitzer Prize winner. Hell, he can't even pronounce Pulitzer. This is News with Steve Miggs.
Well, thanks, you guys. Thanks to Kia Up You All for giving us news and sports, and happy peculiar, strange people day.
Oh, there we go. Peculiar People Day.
Peculiar people day.
Wow, you can really say that well.
I can't say that word.
That's peculiar.
I guess that's what makes me peculiar.
Yeah, you're peculiar.
Today's day is some people are a little different than others and a little bit out of the ordinary or eccentric. So if you had to pick, what's the one thing that makes you that word?
The one thing that makes me peculiar.
Yes.
Oh, now I can't say it.
Damn it! It's a weird word.
Yeah. All right, let me get back to me on that. I know what makes me
Vicky.
peculiar.
I like forts and childish things.
That is a good one. I guess for me, I'm an obsessive fan of professional wrestling. Both watching and doing it.
All my stuff that made me peculiar growing up, like, as a young adult, is like cool now. But like comic books and playing board games, like everybody thought that was very peculiar. Like, you're a kid, you should stop when you do that.
But in the eyes of someone your age, they probably would look at you as being a little different for doing that.
Yeah,
not knocking what you do.
No, you're right. I think most people, especially back east, are still like, really?
What's wrong with you?
When they see it, like I send pictures of my game room where all my games are. They're like, oh my God, it's like you have a game store in there. What the hell?
Hey, you're playing that Chutes and Ladders. You're a little too old for that, BJ.
That's right.
What's next? Hungry Hippos.
Candyland forever, bitch.
Rev?
Probably my steampunk obsession.
Oh, yeah.
That is a little...
That's very peculiar.
Yeah. What about you, Danny?
I wear eyeliner and nail polish. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one. Very true.
I like being peculiar.
That's right.
Did I say it right?
I think you said it right first.
Okay, good.
You first said it right.
It's funny how there's certain words and certain things that are just very difficult. Well, at least for me.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. You say with you, peculiar, him, and first. Somebody else said first to me yesterday.
Who?
Person did my hearing.
Uh-oh.
She's from Raleigh, the Carolina area. So I heard her say first, and I thought, are you kidding me? What's with the first?
What if they're all saying it right and we've been saying it wrong the whole time?
Whoa. Yeah.
Mind blown.
Yeah. I was like, okay, that's from a whole different part of the country than Danny's from.
No, it blew my mind yesterday was some of the cool news that's coming out about the NHL. Gary Bettman, the commissioner for the National Hockey League, showed up to Seattle for the first time since a team has been awarded to Seattle. So obviously, Seattle is one of the places where people are happy to see Gary Bettman. Although I'm sure at some point they'll boo him just like every place because that's the cool thing to do, to boo the commissioner. But he was in good spirits, very happy to be here, talking a lot about what's going on with the team. And somebody asked him, hey, what's the plans, for the NHL embracing the city of Seattle? Will there be a draft that's going to be held here? Will there be an NHL All-Star game here when we have that new arena coming in a couple of years? And quite possibly, will there be an outdoor classic at T-Mobile Park maybe in the near future? And one of the three, that's the one that he kind of shot down.
We've already been petitioned for things like a draft and an all-star game and an outdoor game. And those, at least two of the three, will get on the calendar. Outdoor game, as I'm looking at the rain, there are two things that are a problem for us with outdoor games. Our sun glare. Well, that's not a problem here. And rain. We can play in snow. Rain's a problem. So we're going to have to study whether or not it's feasible.
There's a roof on a baseball field.
Yeah, but then it's not an outdoor game, right? Then it's just a big game. Which I'm not ruling it in or out. I mean, just the point is, but as it relates to an all-star game and a draft, those are things we're going to have to get on the calendar.
That's going to be pretty awesome to have the NHL All-Star game and a draft here.
He's such a New Yorker, though. Hey, well, it's not an outdoor game, okay?
I do love that reporter. It's just like, there's a roof.
Yeah.
Give us the damn game.
Yeah. I mean, it is still open air, but I know what Gary likes the blue, or the gray skies overhead.
They want that overhead shot.
Yeah.
Where you see all the fans and the rink. I mean, that is part of the production, so I can understand why maybe it wouldn't. But hey, throw a drone in there and make it work, Gary. Come on.
Yeah, I think he's right, though. And you're right, too. The outdoor game has to be outdoors.
It's part of the appeal.
Yeah.
They did talk quite a bit about the team name and all that kind of stuff. And one of the things that was interesting, Chris Daniels, who has been doing a great job with King 5 of covering hockey since the moment that there was even a glimmer of hope that the NHL would be coming to Seattle. And he said Gary spoke at length about trademarks and the importance of them. And then Todd Leiweke kept referencing the Seattle Times poll. And the team name that was the most popular with the Seattle Times poll?
Yeah.
The Sockeyes.
The Sockeyes, really?
According to Chris Daniels, it's trending up. I don't know if this is where we're heading toward, but is the Sockeyes and the Steelheads and trending down. The Metropolitans, the Totems, and the Crackheads.
Oh, come on, the Crackheads.
I know, the Crackheads and the Crack House. That's probably why it's trending down. I know.
Why, City? Why?
I don't care. Name the team whatever you want. I just want a franchise. We'll get used to it.
I'd rather have Steelheads.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, if we got to pick between the two, give me Steelheads.
There is a minor league team called the Steelheads. There's also, I think, a minor league team might be called the Sockeyes. I'm not sure, but I don't care.
Yeah?
Not around here, obviously.
But is there a minor league team called the Kraken?
No.
You know why? Because it's reserved for awesome major league action.
Sockeyes, though, wouldn't be awful.
No, you're right. I don't care what it is. I mean, you and I both agreed no Metros. That's all we said. No Metropolitans.
The only issue is that the opposing team's fans will have a field day with Sockeyes.
Yeah, they will.
And I can only imagine what their rendition of our logo would look like.
Yeah.
Something pointing at an eye.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
That's fine. Call it whatever you want. We have an NHL team coming.
That's the key.
So that's pretty awesome that Gary Bettman was around for that. One of the ones that it seemed like, though, like the Metropolitans seemed like it was very low on the excitement level when they were talking about it yesterday, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, well, again, you got the New York Mets, and I just feel like that. Who wants that?
Yeah. Apparently somebody decided to go through a bunch of reviews online, influencer.com, to find out what condiments Americans are obsessed with.
Yes.
For instance, the number one, Daniel, you'll like this. Hidden Valley Ranch.
Of course, that's the best one ever.
Well, it's not the best here, so go to Arkansas, Idaho, Iowa, Oklahoma, or West Virginia to enjoy that.
Oh, fine.
Wow, man.
Frank's Red Hot, that was also pretty popular. Okay. Nutella, popular in some states.
Oh, yeah.
But what do you think is the number one condiment here in Washington?
Sriracha.
Ooh.
Bing, bing, bing.
Yeah. Damn. That's what I would have said. Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Is that your number one?
No, it's not my number one at all, but it's everybody else's that I know.
Yeah?
Yeah. My number one is Biscoff cookie butter, which is the Biscoff cookies.
Is that Trader Joe's?
I don't know where they got it. Sarah can tell
cookie
you where they got it.
Cookie butter's awesome.
Yeah, and the Biscoff cookies that's the little cookie that Alaska Airlines serves you. And if you haven't had them with coffee, they're so good. And then the cookie butter just is out of control.
I think I'm going to lean towards blue cheese.
Ooh,
mainly because of chicken wings.
Yeah,
blue dressing, cheese? Right? Not just blue cheese crumbles.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
all of it.
I'm just making sure.
Because you can throw some of that on your steak, too.
I don't know why I aggressively had to answer back.
I know. It's just like, geez, just
shut up,
Becky.
Yeah. You stupid crumbles.
I love this story. It happened in Canada. A guy in Manitoba, he was pulled over for going 90 miles per hour. And his reason for why he was going that fast was pretty awesome. Have you ever been in a situation where you're driving and an awesome song comes on the radio or you're listening to whatever, and then you just kind of lose sight of how fast you're going?
Oh, yeah.
What song would do that for you?
Oh, it's Sweet Child of Mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see
that intro, and next thing you know, my pedals to the metal. It's like, yeah!
Well, here's the thing. The cop's like, why were you going that fast? He's like, I was listening to this certain song, and that song was... I can see that. Yeah, I can see this. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. That song does get me pumped up. Motley Crue's Kickstart My Heart.
Yeah. I could definitely see all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're going 90 and having no clue.
Well, the cops, they appreciate his honesty, still gave him a ticket that amounts to about $482 in American money.
What if he was listening to Tay-Tay? I bet they would have let him off.
Shake It Off?
Yeah.
Forget it.
It was Shake It Off, yeah. Oh, you can go 100 to that.
Speaking of the cops in West Wyoming, Pennsylvania, police say that a woman smashed her way into a closed police station, and here's the reason why. She was looking for a police officer that she's been sexually harassing ever since he arrested her.
So she's been sexually harassing him?
Yes.
Okay.
This sounds like a romantic comedy. We talked about yesterday, what's those dumb things that you've done in your life that would be similar to something seen in a romantic comedy? Yeah. Not necessarily a good romantic comedy, but it does seem like something stupid that someone would do. She used that the cigarette butt receptacle to smash the glass door into the building, got in there. Eventually, officers, they try to contain her and arrest her. She starts swinging at the officers.
Yeah, because that's exactly what will impress your husband to be.
Congrats to Russell Wilson. He was just added to the Pro Bowl roster.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, it's congratulations, but that means you're not in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Speaking of the playoffs, did you see what Sean Payton, the New Orleans Saints coach, just did?
I do know. I have no idea.
Oh, this is legendary status for him right now. So, of course, they're still in the playoffs. They're going to be taking on the Philadelphia Eagles this weekend. So according to some reports, he goes into the locker room with 4 armed guards. Enters the locker room with Coach Sean Payton. He's got the Lombardi Trophy, and it's placed on top of $225,000 in cash.
What?
And then he goes to the team and says, "You all want this? Win 3 effing games." And apparently the whole locker room just erupted. And $225, that's what each player's Super Bowl bonus would be.
$225,000, yeah.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah, $225. You know what, Steve? I mean, I think I could offer that up to the team. Here you go. You want $225 and a bowl from my kitchen?
How about that? That's one way to motivate some people.
Yeah,
you want this? Win 3 effing games.
That's pretty gangster.
That's pretty awesome.
I love that.
As far as weather, 54 degrees and cloudy, and thank you, AmeriGroup.com.
Yeah.
You want this?
Yeah, you want this $225?
Shut up.
And you want this little cereal bowl? Here you go. That's Steve in his locker room with his boys.
That's just my peculiar way of thinking.
Yeah. Oh, you kind of got it out there.
Yeah, it sounded like you did it that time.
Nice. So I think Danny owes me an apology.
Why?
Well, remember he was making fun of me as I told him I thought the diet was going well, and he goes, "What do you thought? You haven't been on it long."
Huh?
Remember Danny said, "You haven't even been on your diet long," and I said,
don't
"I think
remember that, no.
Oh, you know, yeah, he was making. fun of
on
me.
Tuesday, because you were like, "I've been on this all week," and I was like, "It's only Tuesday."
That's right, yes.
Now you remember.
The way he explained it sounded memorable. The way you said it didn't.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, well, down 4 pounds, Danny.
Oh.
How about that in a week?
Congratulations.
Got on the scale today because today is, of course, a week. I started last Thursday. Yeah. Well, you don't look impressed.
No, that's great. Good for you, man. What do you want
Just because Danny was giving me a hard time.
Okay.
Hashtag humble brag.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of reaction do you want.
New Year's resolution. What's wrong with you? You got nothing?
I don't have any streamers and I don't have any of those confetti cannons.
Vicky, I told you.
Can we have a confetti cannon in here?
I got Post-it notes.
I got money.
God, she just hit me in a very bad place. Will you stop throwing things?
She just threw
Congratulations.
Post-it notes at him.
Just threw it at you like a ninja star.
I was pretty proud I got that far.
She's stupid, isn't she?
I don't know if she's stupid, but she's very aggressive.
Yeah, all right. Jeez, you ought to go to a police station and find your
I'm very
New
happy
year
for
to you, BJ.
Yeah, that is awesome. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, buddy.
You look great.
Fit life.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Steve, you got to get better. If if you're ever going to be a father, you got to get better at pretending to care about stuff that your kids say is amazing.
Well, that's because that's going to be a little child.
I'm helping you out.
A little child. You're a grown man. What am I supposed to do? You lost 4 pounds. Tomorrow you probably be up 4 pounds.
Yeah. That is not. See, you're like Danny. No, I won't be.
Weight fluctuates, man.
No, not this one, man.
How do you know that? That you can't.
I've been a weight loss guy before. I mean, weight doesn't fluctuate like that.
This is a
Mine
living.
does.
Yours is 4 pounds each day.
Sometimes.
Whoa.
There are days I'll get on the scale and it'll be like, let's say, like 203 pounds, and then I'll go on the next day and it's like 209.
Yeah.
Do you ever weigh yourself
Yeah.
after you go to the bathroom?
Whoa.
I've
Take a
never
big
done
doo-doo?
that. No.
See how much the difference is?
I have.
Was there a difference?
Sometimes there has been, yes.
Oh, nice.
Usually after a big pizza night.
One person says quite possibly you just started your menstrual cycle.
Oh, well, that's way over it. And by the way, Rev, as far as weighing, remember we had the dump for the pump thing that we did?
Well, way back in the day.
Yeah. We had people actually see if they could, lose weight. And they did whatever they could, and they went into the bathroom to come back. So that would have been Vicky's happiest day to see exactly how much. Wasn't much of a weight loss as we thought it would be.
See, my brother does this thing when we go out to dinner. He'll stop, or whenever we're eating dinner, he'll stop halfway through and go to the bathroom for a while. We're like, what the hell is he doing? And he'll come back and eat like another portion of meal, like another.
Oh, you never
plate
heard
or
of
two.
making room?
I know, but
Did he hurl?
Oh no, he just takes a big old dump and every single time.
Yeah.
And it just blows me away. I'm like, I can't do that.
Are you sure he didn't hurl? Because some people do that.
No, he does not hurl. He's an athlete, so he eats a lot in general, and he
he's
takes
an
big.
athlete.
Oh,
He's an
pardon me,
athlete.
he's an
I don't know what
athlete.
that's about because
Wow.
I'm not an athlete.
Hey, someone just texted 4 pounds. That's great, BJ.
Yeah, thanks,
Another
man. See, the
person-
texters know how to. You know what I mean? I'm getting haters on all sides. Okay, I'll
4
keep showing you
pounds.
guys.
I guess you didn't drink water yesterday, huh, BJ?
Wow. Okay.
I'll take you to pizza to celebrate.
No, there's no pizza, dude. I'm on the thing. I got. You know what? I celebrated all holidays long. Now I'm on the steady.
Do you notice a difference in how like your belt sits on you and your pants?
A little bit, but
Nice.
not quite yet. I've got probably 10 more pounds to go. I mean, that's how many. I mean, I literally put on, I think, like 15 pounds starting in September, all the way to now. So it's like, damn, dude. But I knew it. I was so off the rails. I mean, everything I know about eating, I decided just to break every rule.
Yeah. Well, now you're back.
Yeah, that's right, buddy. I'm back. Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw on the screen. You know, Rev's got the phone screen. He's talking to someone by the name of Clint.
Yes.
But from my view,
Oh yeah,
look at that.
Look at it from my view.
because the L and the I are so close together.
They look like a U.
Yeah. It
And I was like, whoa, Rev.
it's like, why is Vicky calling
Is that
in?
their birth name?
Nice.
Sorry.
No problem, buddy. You know what? That's what impressed you.
Somebody want to talk about speeding because of music, because a guy got popped for going too fast, and he said "Kickstart My Heart" was a song that he was listening to. Someone says I caught myself doing 80 and a 50 to Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh yeah.
I had 3 kids in the car. Thankfully, I didn't get stopped. To this day, I have to change the station if that song comes on, so it doesn't happen again.
Yeah. Or either that, man, just engage the cruise control, just so you know.
Yep.
No, it's funny how some music will just, next thing you know, you're like, whoa.
I got pulled over one time because Rob Zombie's Dragula was on, and I was hauling. And he's like, and the guy pulls me over and he's like, "Did you know you're speeding?" I'm like, "Well, yeah." And he's like, "Why?" I was like, "Because I was listening to this." And I actually got off. Yeah, I got off with a warning, so it was kind of nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I got lucky on that one.
You know, being honest about the fact that you're just rocking out, I bet some officers are like, all right.
Yeah, White Zombie or Rob Zombie could do that for sure.
Absolutely.
Like, was it the Thunder Kiss
65?
65, that one.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Look at you guys, you speeding. You speed demons, you.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
Ben Affleck and Bruce Willis both starred in 1998 action movie?
Oh, Independence Day. No. What the hell is it? Pearl Harbor.
No.
Crap. What the hell is the name of that movie? The Fifth Element.
No.
Good job, though, because Bruce Willis was in The Fifth Element. But
Thank you.
That wasn't the one we were looking for. We were looking for Armageddon. Calling now for a shot at beating Steve, 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Miggs at 647 on the Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I can't afford to pay my bills, how am I going to afford attorneys and bankruptcy fees?
You know, one of the things people ask me all the time as a bankruptcy lawyer is that how am I going to pay all these fees and costs because I'm here because I can't afford to pay my bills? And of course, we understand that. I mean, being in the bankruptcy field. But one of the things to remember is that if you decide, once you make the decision to file bankruptcy, you can stop paying on all of the creditors that are going to be included in the bankruptcy, and those are the funds that you can use that you have been paying your creditors to pay your attorney fees and court costs to get your case filed. And once your case is filed, you're not going to have most of those payments anymore.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.